and my client is actually a recording artist, musician that is signed to Sony Records. Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've done a video and I wasn't planning on doing one today either, so I'm filming on my phone. The only reason I'm doing one is just to show you how ridiculous this job is. So I've just taken over this job. It was a builder that thought he could do it. Builder that thought he could do all the electrical work as well. Turns out he can't. So I'll give you a quick tour. I'll show you what the job is. It's actually free. It's a conversion. It used to be a HMO, now it's a free flats or apartments, whatever you want to call it. So you can see behind me, they're all at various stages of completion. Let me show you. So we've got one flat downstairs, one up there, and another one downstairs here, which is just a one bedroom, 2 bedroom upstairs. Quite nice flats, to be honest. And the electrical work isn't that bad, it's just incorrect. So I'll flip the camera around, I'll give you a quick tour. This entrance, living room, poxy little kitchen, like in flats. 1 bedroom, bathroom. I think this is the least, this is definitely the least complete of the 3. It is. So, mains boards go in there, in a cupboard right above the hob. Not ideal, I don't think. It's got 16mm armoured. The hob is in 10mm, and there's no isolator up here. So it's just underneath. I'll put one in the cupboard or something. There's quite a lot of cables there for a 1-bedroomed flat. He's wired feeds to the switches, but he's wired from the mains board a feed to the kitchen lights, a feed to the living room lights, a feed to the bathroom lights, a feed to the bedroom lights. Do you know what I mean? So, as you can see, it was a bit confusing at first. He's wired his feed, and then his switch wire is wired up to the first downlight, looped it across, and then come back to the switch. So he's wired the switch wires like a ring with the feed. It comes to here, so obviously I can just bell them out, get rid of one of them, so that's pretty easily sortable. Same again with the bathroom, literally feed and a switch wire up to the one light and back down again. I'm not going to put a downlight there, I told him no, it's a bit ridiculous, one downlight, so I'm just going to put the LED 2D fitting. I'll take you to the flat upstairs and I'll show you how him wiring the switch wires as like a ring from the feed has actually helped us out. Let's go up there and I'll give you a quick tour and tell you why. Right, upstairs flat now. As you can see, it's actually pretty much complete. Power's on in here. This is a 2 bedrooms. It's even got an ensuite in one of the rooms. Nice skylight there above the kitchen, above the hob. Actually quite nice. Everything else seems to be quite high spec. Apart from the electrical stuff's all like lap. And even worse, there's something even cheaper than lap from Screwfix that doesn't even have a brand. And they've got a lot of that in here as well. Right, I'll flip the camera around, show you. Socket. Oh, look at the height difference. Socket and TV for a TV. All of the switches. It just doesn't seem to have been thought about. So you've got a socket, and then the TV facing that. So obviously you'd have your couch there or whatever. Radiator should just be over there, shouldn't it? Like, I don't, you have to put a couch there. It's a bit like the sockets are positioned nicely for a couch to go in between them. Anyway, look at the height difference. Every single light switch is at a different height. Everything, it's just... That was the light switch for the bedroom. It's jointed there and it goes through to there. It's got an ensuite, this one. It's toilet, shower, clear window right where the front door is. What do you think about that? Let me show you what he's done wrong. BG board makes everybody cringe. Right, so there's under cabinet lights on one switch, kitchen lights on this switch. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if you can see it. It's a bit hard to tell. Basically, that smoke detector only comes on when you turn the lights on. He's wired the smoke detector from the switch wire of the lights. Which is why I'd say he's quite kind of helped us here, because it's connected up in there like the ring. If I can disconnect one leg of that ring that he's done, and put it in the live side, because the feed's at the switch, and use one leg to feed that, and then the lights would be wired right also. What's that all about? Personally, I wouldn't have bothered putting TV sockets on the wall in a rental property. Just means that every person that moves in and out of this is going to put TVs on your wall and ruin the wall. So yeah, smoke detector's now off. So we'll be in that one. I'll give you a little look in the front one. First flat, front one, also one bedroom. Come through the door, BG board there to do. Lovely. Under cabinet lights, same deal, however this one's got a cooker isolator above. It's got the rest of the gear in there, lap and BG, beautiful. Can't wait. Oh, there it is. Oh, get away from me. Get away from me. Electrical work, he clearly doesn't know how to be doing it. But he thinks he does. They're the dangerous ones, aren't they? The ones who think they do. It'll all get done, it'll all get tested. It'll all be right in the end. It's just not very nice to do. The light switch was wired there. That was the feed, and then it's switch wire going back up. Well, two switch wires, but I have wagoed them through, blank plated it, and at a normal height, he wanted it on this side of the door, so I'm going to use a kinetic switch on this side. I'm trying to reroute them cables. It'd have been cheaper. Yeah, well, it is cheaper to just put a kinetic switch in. The lead goes down to the basement and plugs in. I wanted that heater on more than anything, because you can see I'm still wearing shorts. Just thought I'd stop what I'm doing for a second to give credit to this boxing out. Oh, look how beautiful. Beautiful. Grommets. No plaster in there. 35mm box. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'll give him that one. What is that thing? What is that? Oh my lord. Probably just broke it. That is disgusting. Does anyone even know that Energizer made lights? Let me know if you've ever seen them before, or where you even get them from. Couple of telltale signs that builders have done the work. Masking tape to mark the cables up. Plasterboard screws for putting boxes in. There's two telltale signs. Comment down below if you know any others. I'll tell you what, lap socket's actually quite sleek, to be honest. they look alright. They're not even that bad. Right, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing with these switches. Obviously we got the feed coming in, neutrals, ideal connector for the neutrals. That's what I've just belled these two out. Obviously there was two going up to that same one light. I've belled two out, and so I'm going to be using the feed, the switch wire, the neutral. I've just earthed all three cables because they're in there, and that's the spare one. I don't like cutting cables off like that, especially when a builder has wired the place. So I'm just going to leave that tucked in the back box, taped up, and it's above this, left it just above the ceiling there. You never know, we may need it. Any of you want any of this lap stuff? Any of it, sockets, switches, stuff like that? I'm going to put a link in the description. Check it out, because I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised, like I was. Like, seriously, check the link out, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Look like I've not slept for 6 days. One other thing, shout out to a subscriber called Mathman, because he's always supporting everybody. Oh, Jesus Christ. He always supports everybody's channel, every electrician, no matter what video I watch. If I look at the comments, he's there. He's always in my comments, even though I've not got a lot of subscribers. He just supports the scene altogether, man, and he's a credit to the YouTube society. So I appreciate that, Math Man. Also, his name reminds me of Method Man, if you know who that is. Don't forget, check the link out. So now we've just got a feed, and a bit close here, don't I? A feed and a switch wire. I'm going to earth it just because I can. And yeah, so I just picked any of them, pick that one. You never know if this one's damaged or out like that when it comes to testing it. I can reconnect that one, get it back out and get it, you know what I mean? 4 lighting circuits in a 1-bed flat. Don't even have that in my house. I always wonder who buys one-way switches. Apparently builders do. Delivered me that because I knew that that flat didn't have any feed for the mains board. But they were here delivering all the materials for a job that I've done in Manchester town centre, which is a recording studio, and my client is actually a recording artist, musician that is signed to Sony Records. Proper recording artist for Sony Records. I'm doing a recording studio for him. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you who it is. You know, they might want to stay anonymous or something like that. But yeah, I'll show you that. Hopefully I'm going there to second fix it on Sunday. Mad busy. Going there second fixing on Sunday. Most of the it's got 2 floors. Upstairs is pretty much done. I've got to do the downstairs mains board sockets. There's a ring circuit with a cleaner for all the audio equipment. It's a really good place, like, it's really cool. I'll show you that, hopefully, if I'm allowed to. I'll ask him. He's going to be there on Sunday himself. He's meeting me there to let me in, so because it's Sunday, there's nobody else there, and that's the only day I can spare. It's got a bit of awkwardness to sort out for the kitchen sockets here. So what he's done is he's wired a kitchen ring sockets, 2 legs down to the bottom there, so they say them 2. That's the hob. 2 legs to there, ring main. Then that one goes up to that socket, that goes to that socket, that goes to there, and that's it. That's like an end of line, so he's kind of like got a ring and then sort of spur, so to speak. So what I'm gonna have to do, Wago box underneath there, join them 2 legs together. Just gonna nip out now for something to eat, see if it makes me feel any better, and I'm also gotta go to Screwfix to pick up a couple of laps missing. Gonna go in the van and leave my car there. Just leave the car there, might as well go in the van. These are the lap down lights that we've got. Just GU10s, push connectors. That goes, oh, didn't notice that gap. Oh, I'll have to change that. What's that all about? You'd think that once it's in here, it'd be covered. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, they just pop shut like that. This piece clips onto the fitting there. And it's up. GU10s, it makes sense for a rental. If you put integrated LEDs in like I normally would, then the landlord just forever will get phone calls if they go and he's got to get an electrician and whatnot, whereas if a light bulb goes, the tenant would just change the light bulb, they wouldn't mither him, so. But yeah, this was already supplied. There's a bit of a mixed match of everything. Like these, like them. These ones are different. This is the first lap one, that's how I've not noticed that. But yeah, they was a different brand, but they look very similar from the bottom. I think it's just using whatever gear we've got left here. That joint that I was talking about, so got the ring that comes down. The proper way goes for this box. And then that goes, joints basically back up to that socket. That goes from that goes down to that. And I'm going to put a new leg in from here to a socket here. And from that socket, I'm going to put that in there as well, and that goes back to the board to basically create the ring again. Right, so unfortunately I didn't get time to go and do that mains board next door because the landlord who owns these three turned up and he just said, can I go and have a look at another quick job where one of his tenants was having a bit of an issue. So I've been and done that. Everything else in here is done almost. Lights are in, smoke detector, kitchen stuff, obviously there's another mains board to go on, but we haven't got one of them yet. Just got to get another BG one, just so it matches the other two. Here's what it is. So if you don't mind, please subscribe, like the video, all that nonsense. I don't know what you're doing down there, better up there. Yeah, please like the video, subscribe. Don't forget, lap stuff, link in the description. You'll be really surprised.